In this video, I'm going to explain unilateral training. You may ask yourself, Marcia, but do I need to do unilateral training? And the answer to that question is yes, and here's why. Not everybody has a symmetrical body, and the reason for that is that you could have one side that's primarily more dominant than the other. So if you have a tendency to favor walking or running or jumping on one side of your leg versus the other, one might be bigger as far as the muscle of the thigh, and vice versa. Same with the upper body. I'm right-handed. I primarily use it for holding things, pushing, pulling, things of that nature. So my right arm has a tendency to be a little bit bigger than my left. Now, you may ask yourself, what is unilateral training? Unilateral training is working one side of your body at a time, as opposed to bilateral training, which is what we're all accustomed to doing, is working both sides of your body at a time. Okay, there's a lot of benefits that plays into unilateral training, but one of which is it corrects, which I spoke of, muscle imbalances. Okay, now there's all different types of movements to unilateral training, and I'm going to break it down in the video that you'll see here shortly, which is single arm press, okay, single arm pull, single arm push, single leg squat, and core. And core can be done with either one leg or one arm. Now, again, I hope you enjoy. I'm going to break down the unilateral training in the next video. Enjoy. All right, guys, in this video, I'm starting out with a single leg squat, split squat here. So notice that I'm utilizing same arm, same leg, and I have my toe in the upright position elevated on approximately a 18-inch bench. Okay, this is for time, so I went for 30 seconds. Notice I'm really taking my time on this one here. It's not about going at a fast pace. Once I'm done, I took a look at the board. I'm going to proceed to kind of get that heart rate elevated, working on that core stabilization with a single arm burpee. So I showed you two different angles, looking at it from a front view perspective alongside a side view perspective. Now, again, you're going to go at your own fitness level. I do show you different variations. You can do the burpee on the ground. You can do the burpee on the plyometric bench. You can also do the split squat on the ground. It doesn't necessarily have to be elevated as well. Again, choose your fitness level. I then proceed to then do the other side, same thing on the other side. And guys, just for the sake of this tutorial here, I only did one round, so that way you guys get a general idea as opposed to doing the entire workout. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at marcia@ladystrongfitness.com. So I was averaging approximately I would say 4 to 6 reps within that 30-second time increments. So again, I'm taking a look at the clock, then I make a transition onto the second side and or half of my body. Again, notice I did it on the floor, so then I decided to do it on a bench just to give you guys a general idea. Fully extending the hips at the top, standing up before I make my way back down. Again, you can kick your feet back or jump your feet back, but this will really help with your core stabilization, really strengthening the core, which will also help with that lower back, as well as any knee issues and or pains you may have. So again, your fitness level as well. So then I proceed to a single arm row. Single arm row, notice my back is nice and flat. I'm keeping my head nice and neutral, so that way I don't put any impingement on my spinal cord there. So that was a 2-point row. Then I switched it to a 3-point row. So 2-point row is load in the hand, weight in the hand, and then your hand on your body. This one here is a 3-point row where your hand's on the bench, your knee is on the bench, and then you have the weight in your hand. So again, you have different progressions that you can utilize through this unilateral training. Took a look at the board. Again, you guys do have a printout of this as well, so that way if you don't have a board, I did manage to be able to print this, or make a document for you that you can download and print out for your own. So again, moving on to the side plank here. There's different variations of the side plank. I did have my feet stacked, then I had it staggered, and then you can see here, also known as kickstand. And again, nice spine, nice and neutral, keeping everything in line. You can have your hand in the air or on your hip, but again, this is all based on time. So then once I was done with that, I make my way back to the other side of my body doing the burpee. Okay, again, This one here, we're doing a pull movement, which is rowing. We're also doing a squat movement for single leg squats. We're also incorporating that core, which is going to be the side planks. And then we also have some cardiovascular, which is more core as well. So again, you're getting total body here as far as the movements are concerned, which we did go over. So another pull movement here, I'm doing the opposite side of the body, keeping the back nice and flat. That was a 2-point row. Then I decided to switch it so you guys get a different alternative and variation to the workout, which is a 3-point row utilizing the bench. This is more of a starting point for if it's your first time doing a row, and if you want to increase the intensity level, then you can go to that 2-point row. Okay. So again, making my way to the other side, doing a side plank. I started out with my feet stacked, showing different angles so you can see my entire body, keeping my head nice and neutral so that way my spine is intact and in line, okay? So not putting any pressure on that spinal cord whatsoever. Notice I went to the kickstand for a different variation so you can take a look. And then also I have both feet stacked on top of each other. And then I have more of a 90-degree angle side plank as well with my hand in the air. And again, my feet can be stacked. So once that was done, I then proceeded to take a rest. And keep in mind, your rest is at your own discretion. So enjoy.